no so aye krado agopama no na da ho no akasabo no na si ho no abato afi adru hobio
sedia abato afi bia ye yedema wo no wo election headquarters Adom FM eni dwasonsem yensesa sabo se no ema osa dabi ye besi edwa ama anobabai akoso
efi o ma wo mugira mrase bedwa konya ade kopo mo mpese eto o so aba won bedi mampani amanyoko mo mpanifo ahodo bo hye de ye beti bi papa
na me kache no sika na o mawia no sabi sika na mafa ono ne cohort no ye beji sika no efi onsem ye de sese tabayisko bo I'm telling him
he tried to touch on the issue of integrity. Say MP or integrity on see public facility. No am say ni maame ana na ebusu ani din entoso.
Se o pese ye to aba de mawa. E die na waye, e die na obusu a wo ye. Na wani so ade hu no ene sen ye to aba no e de mawa. Be kan ho twasonsem e wa Adom 6.3 FM. The big debate.
E be free abatom pesua so. Akọ abatom pesua so. Na ye ne amanyoku ahodro na wo ho ni nyina no. Ana musifo atena ase. Na ye ne wo modi nkomo afa enioma e be wo na hawo ya wo pe anu yie. Sankita ho na e be koso no. E be buo wo mo si gina ye.
E ya dwentoato a e ya chinyeje e ya twima menche e be ya hyehyehye.
E be senso ma wakonya na wo so wo bisa wasema ehia wo.
Yo Mr. Host medawase me questions ni ye mienu pe. Ni honorable MP. Me pese me bisa no a very simple question.
Would you hu dia betrem
Wuni medma wa ya unja ni debate.
Just the big debate. And na no ye na wo pani nyina no. Ye de ma wo.
Si ameni team ni nyina e wo constituency. The big debate e ya twetan.
Sadia chini anti asemfofra yechi emu akese ne nketwa social media ne so krade simabia abi foforo ba minim se wunya ya na nkansam no dodo na agu nsam prekope trendy
Enuntina say Juada Kosifia de Bia wo Johnson Sam Jumedie so. Yede afa ya to ni din trends abrew trends say politics entertainment sports me and dada sitting mu. Ne trending ni emu cheche mu bia. CIA. Na yefamra when nika so. Eye trends wo Johnson Sam on Adom 106.3 FM. Juada Kosifia de Bia. Mayenshia.
Adom FM.
Today, they say that we should allow them to govern Ghana again. Mr. Speaker, is it the same old NDC? Is it the same old John Mahama? Mr. Speaker, perish the thought. Perish the thought. Should he even get the opportunity? He has only 4 years constitutionally. Mr. Speaker, there will be no sense of agency in him. Because he has nothing to lose. Even if you look at his choice of running mate, he could not get somebody that one could say that, look, they are planning for the future. The person is over 70 years. You have no succession plan. Mr. Speaker, from day one, the government will be in crisis. Mr. Speaker, from day one, their government will be in crisis. Mr. Speaker, they want to pick the very old person who could not perform at the education ministry, who could not. And Mr. Speaker, the people of Central Region are now benefiting under the MPP. The landing project is ongoing. Apologize. Withdraw. You cannot be reckless. Mr. Speaker, you will not continue. Mr. Speaker, should I proceed? Withdraw and apologize. Withdraw. Withdraw and apologize. Yes. Withdraw. You will not continue. Withdraw and apologize. That's the because she's a woman. Withdraw. Is it because she is a woman? Withdraw and apologize. Is it because she's a woman? Withdraw. You promote and.
The Speaker. Failure to do that is what degenerated the back to be called on you. The Speaker, it is for good reason that when leaders are on their feet, we all sit down and listen. The Speaker, if clearly, Mr. Speaker, when the minority was speaking, the Speaker, there was total this is silence, absolute silence. Simply because the Speaker, he was turning out facts and figures. Mr. Speaker, Similarly, when the majority leader started, we were all quiet. But Mr. Speaker, when we may be young, when he veered off on that factual basis and was attacking the personality of a prominent figure of this country by saying that he's over 70 years and therefore no sense of urgency. Mr. Speaker, we know the President of the Republic is 80 years. Therefore, an attack on somebody who is 70 years, Mr. Speaker, is an attack of the President of the Republic. And when he said the running mate is 70 years and therefore there's no sense of urgency in him, we were expecting Mr. Speaker to call him because Nanadu is over 80 years. And we didn't make mistake. He's telling us that we did mistake in voting for Nanadu, who is 80 years, for misleading the country. So Mr. Speaker, we are going to call him to expand that aspect from the handle. That is what the bank was making noise. Did we make mistake in voting 80 years of personality into power? You campaigned for him. You marketed Nanadu, who is 80 years. That can not so long. Professor Makokwe was 80 years. He was on this chair. So when you we will run after him. And that's what the bank was saying. Jessica will be able to carry the house. The leader of the house must withdraw that aspect from the handle because the running mate is not here. And Mr. Speaker, he must apologize to the aged person in this country.
Honorable Ahmed.
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Ahmed, Honorable Ahmed, respectfully, somebody
so it's Professor Nana the state of the nation. That's what you are saying. That Professor Nana man is not the state of the nation.
Well noted.
Mr. Speaker, he should be fatwa.
Well noted.
Mr. Speaker, he should be fatwa. The attack on the personality of Professor Nana is the one who is degenerating the house. Mr. Speaker, if he wants us to carry the house, Mr. Speaker, failure to do that is what degenerated the back to be called on you.
ya omo eyi Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman ese omo running mate na mehu omo statement na the General Secretary Fifi Fiagbe Kwete Esaye so say NDC appoint Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman as running mate. You be this outcome because and then Komokasi pa ewo ehwa what Prof brings on board against 2024 December 7th about yeah coming. But quick one. Asem aba ye nyina ye di honkomo ebobo about adia ye say enam so ma Jonkuma efemu ehwere ne nkwa na ebimo eka se eye poison ebi say enye poison. Finally ne yire atununumutuo in an interview eka most of the time intense say oba kunafo asem say esina obete say yenye ni kurukura na otwede de but na no demu a o chechesemu because of certain common custom. Unfortunate ala medical can be sanso aka say unfortunate say yaba bedru ba bia yedri as on mine numrenti me tone down kakra ye man be da so e wo fie unfortunate my say afede ye di amanyo sem no ene sebe ye sem keka no aba bedru se nipa kora ko awye mu atitim nipa diemia kura afiri ye feel the pain ye nipa no no but how to make fun about situation that abano and I say ye ni eche as of mine. To me now, I'll say once again, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Sesabre oba kunafo Jonkuma ne ma oja no chine ne ma metiase ne nuanam wo ho abusuafo nka ye wo ho abusua adwen koyo befa so a wo bepe won de hye korabre no sabre ne enso de aye debate ewo ya no na ye ka eye poison the kuno eye poison the kuno eye poison the kuno abra me ne umi no obi anye autopsy emi ehun se ampa se poison anasa no fro bi ene kuno but they not set to record this straight. But to be honest, me feel any sympathy for the new patriotic party, most especially Omu party this year, a feel pain at this moment, not for the death of the honorable member of parliament, but for the Elkomusi say a year poisonous ye ku John Kumano. Yet Tomaimu and a Professor John Evans Atamias, a bush for catch there, yes, say. Woman ya autopsy report. Wonim adie kono yenya MPP mpalifo bi on social media. Mobwa obi na so na mini eno kono mobwa autopsy report ni nya nokre. Sataba kwa remember you make atum say sebie nya no sebie bru sebie kronto eye nkura sesem. Yeah, autopsy report only one. But you are challenging the authenticity of the autopsy report that young fans won't summon. Also, near Babadru NPP. More said, ya Babadru. The same junction na muja NDC no. And now me can also make a BM. Trying to see what the Yina who quine. The Yina ne se fataye. Ya trip Professor John Evans Atamis or who down ra to the extent say ya mabusuafo bi akop mampeni chain to ask mampeni say Professor John Evans Atamis autopsy report ye nyaye abra Atamis wi na kufa ne doctor abra nya kufa na ye autopsy report but MPP etimi apreso those are the Jubilee House afwa so makrofo ko mampeni asking mampeni the autopsy report of the late president. bibia na ya amanyosem wo ye mem on e ba bia ba bedru on say MPP for yam hihom se ye ka krom say afre poison atie so party nim one e nkrasesem na ekoso nei e na no so nei nkrasesem e na no na nye ene so nye why obi na ne kunu ewuo o se nya poison ne kunu o se chinchina poison ne kunu no o twini mebe nwa say well politics na de ye che se ya adwuma ye ha ne krom no ye ne di amanyoseba chi we mam sabe ye mudodo na ya adwuma ye ha it is some of them say no amanyofo fi say o betim ya robi atwa fa so de akọ na kanya se na sebio ye amanyosem ya sebedi mpuntuo ebebre omaya ena ye kase former member of parliament ono JB Dankwadu ewu bepem ene ye ntimi kansi sudua enche ni property a oku papai ena no chairman yo what at upper east also MPP regional chairman also ni papa ni fa kochie as the good so epepem ni yentimi kansi sudua esimese na obenti yoku no betu asoman ene adwin dwonkuma yi a wawu a na yire se nya poison na ye ne yetieche ye ka che se e poison yakopon fa ebo ne fanche ya bia baka se ene yeto aba no ya adwimo anno a saa na amanyofo no edbe once again wakwaba this is Burning Issues live on Adom 106.3 FM Dinde Akwesi in Samadika Katu Sanumre Ekomododo eba bedi nyina efa the selection nomination appointment of Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman, former Vice Chancellor of University of Cape Coast, 2020 running mate to John Dramani Mahama, now 2024 running mate to John Dramani Mahama. Dear BM Enode Eba on board. Obetumi achenyi bibi ama NPP LUC ama NDC etumi edim kunim se NDC for epenana. Dr. John Copon Democracy and Development Fellow was CDD. I'm going to be Dr. Ekodi Dr. Mwajo Nymere eba Burning Issues so. Akraba ko de.
Bibi aboko ni announce we.
Ya me adom so hu ye pa. Dr. Nano artist Mampani Dada John Dramani Mahama, the flag bearer of NDC, abo Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman as a running mate for 2024 election. Pebe biauti e young mama.
Debbie, anyame wawa. In fact, before our yes announcement no kwano. Na a woman na me ye interview na yomubusa why na former president Befan was running mate and I say why not Dr. Baumia Befan running mate. Me de na me mamu ya de bia na me kasi me papa mu de e ka me nko dia na I wanted John Mahama say obe maintain Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman because wo share and normal or kafa ne ho 2020 ojina so di yi no say ne running mate no na me busa me ho say 2024 when you no oyi obi fofo a obey de akwa assign chire mu ni enti a sa normal bebre positive or kafa ne ho no ade sa normal ni ho biominti na 2024 oyi obi fofo. That's one. Two, Oshensoa now to say after 2020 election, now taking prof NDC for activities be bremo taking on John Mahama major NDC activities near there. Into mena na me sha am say abia obesen yi prof biom as me running mate, but 2020 near 2024. And woman so na me feel say bia given the dynamics of 2024 no ebia obesesa na adwe na wa you before it's anya me one but we no so no make us here me mani mo say was saying Prof Biom as me running mate for 2024.
Okay, so yabeko so adodo baby out the name kakra sani atiesi the main conversation what she brings to the table ahead of 7 December 2024 election. So nia what can you say because of adansidia na former president Eddie about Professor Nana Jentino maybe be difficult for him so be dropping ahead of 2024.
I sana na me huno because o share senior Osifakai no share adansidia o differ Prof 2020 you know or can normal to say Prof hard work, Prof integrity, Prof understanding of the issues or science so kasi pempeswa say you know we push and bring them more into our political space, gender parity, sano mani na entino me na me hwesa no mani na busa me ho say mentino say 2024 na we obi fofo a na ube den na wa kyeremu akye omo a omuso mu time a we Prof say we running late no o kyeremu say na ye and intina me do every time be na me say I hope say Sadansi no differ Prof no and society.
Okay.
And based on that same testimony no obe say you Prof Biom for 2024.
Eti yenshe adiwe enso. The academic laurels of Professor Nana Jeropo-Kwajiman enye in doubt. But politically, quote unquote, you should be matured to be able to withstand the political hit na ebano. You feel say Professor Nana Jeropo-Kwajiman were you politically matured to honor a second time call for President John Dramani Mahama?
I believe so, because Osha, it's been 4 years. Yes, me feel say one of the things that worked against Prof 2020 na onyo bia na ute hunu very directly involved in NDC4 politics. Yes, no Minister Mahama time, but we say a BB or obo within the circles of a particular political party. Ubi a bit me I say, oh, asimesi no. Ye say party ni ye na anase ye nam say ye call high na. Prof wasn't that kind of vice presidential candidate or running mate. And you know, and now Obeka in 2020 no former President John Mahama a in term into me feel say that she didn't have enough time to deepen her roots in the party. At the same time, and so now me feel say na party means shedda in the papa in terms of her deep connection and involvement in the party.
But now we share now on one casano. Okay.
You know, between 2020 and now, I think say when you're ready to correct all of those things and build stronger ties into the party, but I think say Sisi and Ujine politically in the eyes of the party.
But now Ufi say do e bia we nyamre to position herself well, but now on wakasa na wa dressing who ye a position who ye in our politics na ye no as a bim who ni say and from na ebo amanyo semino emu edru chen Professor Nana Jeropo-Kwajiman say the least second blow be an betimi atutuna to atwene.
Oh, say okune de okobaako na yiyi na osan ko bioma a university lessons learned from the First World War.
Okay.
Anthony, yes, or new bia na even as of 2020, no beka say yeah partisan politics, you know you bia would move front and center. One year me treno eja we're doing the professor, doing the vice chancellor, be doing the minister on the quiet wayene Juma and was just continuing to enjoy a private life. And eja your fan as running mate. But I think say on one kasa no during 2020 no and between 2020 and 2024 what before the way in politics here the good we say the good the bad and the ugly the punches will be thrown your way near there. And I think, sir, in 4 years, no, she's ready to be able to face it all. So, near ready, and Kabem, and as on near ready, and coming in, former president, Bessie as a running mate. You know, I don't think, sir, this time around, you know, the blows and the punches would floor her. On one kasana, me sure say between 2020 and now, no, wabi the way in politics. Yes, on the kind of rabid partisan one who or no bet tono will blow for blow. But at the same time, also no, me sure so no being who say in politics media. Wama when ya no I think she's very ready for 2024.
From 2020 till now, we say I feel in an energy form.
Oh, I 4 years, dear. Oh, say 4 years. I bet you still won't me, you know, won't me for whom Jim dear. Like I mean, sure, class say even if say former president no that's what was running meter, me sure sanka party for no national executives, council of elders near the no Betty normal baby what former president say ABL before, but I believe say she's proving herself over the last 4 years. Everybody is at peace with the choice now former president.
Afe yen ko enkomono akasemu. Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajman from the Central Region. Ebimu Eka said one of the good things what Beboa NDC cries said this is the first time the Fourth Republica yenya a swing parliament. Whether I like it or yes, so let me take a credit for it because I'm going young bet me so body so abono. Can we say with this one into the memo be a cost when ya GDO and we say and mammy a sad neighbor for 2024 or bet me a shaky ground CA am NDC.
We say the role of the vice president question Ankasana no. Yen shared that in Busano over and over again in research ayayeno to say this is what the empirical evidence says. And you know, for the first time, 2016, and Professor Usu Mensah Legon political science, or no 2016 Obusa asked question the role of the running mate.
Okay.
Overall, majority about 51% can say it doesn't influence their decision. But our research across a number of regions. Now, Ocean regions the decision was split into greater and north in there. No, must say it makes a difference. Central and western, I can say it doesn't make a central. Me brown half of can say it makes it doesn't make a difference. And a western was split, between or more. Almost say it makes a difference and it doesn't. Oshe 2020, or no prof also mentioned Musa survey question 2020 another group, Irish Research Group, and Ukranameme Kasa a group Yes, you busa say if the role of the vice president influences your decision on who to vote for. Overall, no, don't want to see no. But then you busa specifically for Upokwa influencing your decision to vote for NDC. About 59% said yes. But a question over and over again, there were just 2 data points to sort of stand on and say what difference does it make? And a bit me abwa. Me say the way NDC for the campaign afa, and then also know how much prof on also be any campaign afa to try and get votes. But me na bit me abwa.
Okay, so in this way, Kwambe na NDC Faso and position Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajman for 2024 election. If you have to go by these two surveys now about the role and impact of running mate in a general election, how one office of position here said to be a part in the bit of Faso dia or more share friendly chain.
And so we share where they say it makes a difference. And no, of course, our places not to campaign. You make sure say taute the credentials, the profile, what she brings to the ticket, what she brings to the vice presidency. what she brings to Ghana, what she can contribute to your national development. Well, but Oko places so at least based on that one data point now, more say it really doesn't matter. No? And no. Then you change the nature of the campaign. The conversation just centers around say Utuma party now. Okay. This is what you are getting from the party and programs and policies and share where it where the vice president's role makes a difference. No way tailor a message, that way to fit that particular campaign stuff that you are on.
Okay, so for example, you share idea from 1992, ABC 2020, last general elections, the NDC for presidential candidates are called for voter, central, and northern. Now, Oba running mater, Omabo North Mienu, Omabo South and Sumienu. But so Ushe South impact now, yeah, not say our form, and South in the Mienu now, so from the same region, central region.
Right. And Osha, 2012, say,
yeah,
a former vice president, Awenyani Baby,
yeah,
no, Nufi Central, right? Omo Central, but 2016, Omu Lucy,
yeah,
Prof Free Central, but Omu Lucy 2020, but it also doesn't mean, say, come 2024, Central ends so Madrid, so they can win. So on the training. And this is one of those situations. I think it becomes a little challenging to say because of call back one way. And this time around, the outcome will be the same. Probably 2024 dynamics, are very different. Even Osha presidential candidate at Mills Poa, it took 2008. And some on one region, no cry to a man. The dynamics of the election, also of the particular election, I believe will play a role in whether the region now, Prof, would rally strongly for her or not. I think we wait to see. But I also believe, part of the job ahead, is to make that strong case for what she brings to the ticket, and historically what she also brings as potentially the first female vice president of Ghana.
So
the NDC
eti now esi emfato hunti ena ye ka semwa yetimi AC people kase enalo si yeti yesu says na say ne beko ba wo hwe the candidate of Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia as a running mate to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo from the north. He say MPP from 1996, apart from 92, Munya challenge be on Wakasa, from 96 to 2020. Most of our presidential candidates know every the southern part, and our running mate in so acquire from the northern part. Now, the impact of Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia in the north, a free bra power no, any quote me for Swabwama NPP again vote in the regional free urban. Can it be said? Because of free Abusia, politically they are inclined in the region. But when you talk about Professor Nana Jeropokwajiman, they let Emisa Ata, want me and same about them. In their origin, say, who should any political lineage be a mushia from the region, any accepted hold or regional free urban.
That could also be partly true because the picking of running mates for MPP from the north are slowly now. Utunu said the political payoffs have been very high. I mean, northern region, even the three regions in Nampua, Utunu said slowly now MPP almost share of the votes now are fine. So they have enjoyed some serious political dividends from picking running mates from the north. I'm sure part of it, like you said, Dr. Bawumia free, a very politically known family. On one case, political personality. On one case, how because especially 2016, Now, Doc was really the face and the voice of the NPP campaign. I think putting him front and center and so to even grow the influence of NPP, up north. Also, personalities are late Emisata and a prof. Personalities a little laid back, and like you said, ABR because of so ain't free, like well established, well known political families in Tina and Shedan Kuya more in terms of winning votes from maybe a place like Central Region. But again, NDC winning 2012 with Emisa Arthur and lost 2016. And losing 2020 with Prof, I don't think necessarily means San ABC 2024. I think it all boils down to how Omobe prosecuted the 2024 campaign and allowing Prop to also play a front and center role in canvassing for votes for the party.
It looks as if, sir, prior to 2016 elections, because of the grounds that Dr. Baumia again kakra ewo NPP any be on akasa so e prepare for the next election after the party's defeat he was able to hold forth for Nana Addo Dankwa into 2016 elections. Do you think say now Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman me say John Dramani Mahama say also temi back kakra no what jai show ni the amana Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman betimi carry this cross?
Oh, I believe so. Obesha, Oshe even obi to say Dr. Baumia 2008 Omuyi ne first. So no shadow new bia na you mean the papa in the party, right? Yeah. But by 2012, na Utunu say he was gaining a foothold in the party, especially 2012 election petition now or the main witness MIA Doc in a very different way, in a very different light. By 2016, party, like I keep saying, 2016, the main economic management case against the NDC was prosecuted by Dr. Baumia, but it took him time to really gain that face and voice to be able to stand and make a case for MPP. So Mijidi says, Sana Professor, based on lessons learned from 2020, Mijidi said, former President John Mahama Betimiakasi Prof. And wo onko constituency way na NDC a message onko na onko preach a message to that constituency to gather votes. I really believe over the last 4 years Prof has really come a long way obey to me on also akojina akasa ama NDC for.
Let me borrow your own sentence. Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia was able to crusade the economic management debate against the NDC. Now, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, Dr. Pebebi Ojina, Ufi said, among the sectors, which area no bet me a crusade for the NDC against the NPP to 2024 election?
Oh, Marking Kind, and I've heard some of the statements, and now Nyema, she's already been saying about, for example, the 24-hour economy. I believe, she can. I mean, Obia Westia, whom I do a trade, understanding all of the issues across our sector. Yes, ABI, one particular sector, and the expertise or strong point. But at least me believe it say will be a way deep teacher, be deep professor there. Obey break it down the issues across all of the different sectors and will be able to relate to the voters. And and then I almost say ABR Prof will constituency way and speak about the 24-hour economy, which happens to be one of the main campaign messages of the NDC. I believe she can make the case for it. I believe she can make the case for some of the challenges that the economy has faced, and why I also say NDC is the answer to correcting some of those things. And Mijidi said, yes, it may be at the end of the day, the voters will decide whether they buy the messages from either of the political parties. But me would say Prof Betimiaye.
Maybe some of the assumption and calculation and tabulation might be wrong. From academic field, me I say, everyone say Professor Nana Jinopoko Ajiman, it's difficult for her to convince somebody.
To say it's difficult for her to convince people.
Sorry, okay, sorry. Ebimuka, even the body posture carrying the message, because who's a message, a political message, and not just a rhetoric message, and yet lecture be now. There should be a political spirit behind the message now, and if it's as a lucky that political spirit, they be carry the message, they be convincing the person. Mammy, as more can't metro about NDC.
Who say Yena Wohu, Obiekra me personality.
Sure.
Nyame boy Yena Sunku. Aha, Intibia Prof. Nediane Asemno, or no Becca, necessary, or a professor, or new dear Bubo or classroom, or Yamichedo.
Okay.
Rollins could not, Rollins are when Yanni baby go, no could not platforms no Kasa. So as no senior now Rollins Kasafa.
Yeah.
As no senior John Mahama Kasafa, as no senior Dr. Baumia Kasafa, as no senior President Kufuado Kasafa. Into be an style of communication. Aha. Into me no. So be to say Prof. As original Jose or Kasa. I'm hoping say yes. I know say in politics the style matters, but at the end of the day, I hope that the substance of what Prof has to say would overshadow the style in which she uses to deliver the message. So
but the style, who's a doctor? Agro bia ye di bia no. E wo bia no kobefa so bi di na agro, but there are standards. E wo agro na ye di nim. Say well meet standards now, no matter how skillful you are with that agudie no, unqualified. Now, the standard with our political campaigning ASM, you should be one politically mature to be able to carry a message. Sebi, say a tuntum krana so katem say fita, I will be able to believe it. But I believe, sir, Professor Nana Jinopoko Ajiman, maybe I'm trying to strike this one. Say, the way you carry the message, I say a jana a tat one and yet at the attempts of Rollins Zeribi. A bit of former president, how can I say me? Or double call, but or count him say, hey, they were paying Wawami. But I said, Prof, dear, and double corners who say, foul, say, shoe. It's yet I was, Mammy could see beside, no, Cassa.
But, Senior Mecano, Prof personality, so a different.
Okay.
In Maybe feel say, in second, you are right. Or more they can get you excited, tend to get your attention. But at the same time, they can get you excited. Maybe I'm not sebe and you be to be a cultural.
Yeah.
So for me, when it comes to BTC profile, the form and the substance should overshadow the style, because the one Yame boy and the int means the war boy. And Sebi, the war so is also part of the strength she brings to the campaign team.
Okay.
And I would hope say on the personality just for political reasons.
Doctor, but I'll see you in brain. Dr. John Kwapong, a Democracy and Development Fellow. Was CDD, and I'm to say no entry. A Kwame when I'm in me aga 7 year po boate ekodi enkombo why research kakrebi about Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman ya bampenda da John Dramani mama abuni din ese onomeye ne running mate ahead of the December 7 2024 general election. Yeah, he said dear mama de table no so this time round. A BB one more barber system. Ana ometimi na kwese ya na akwa kwese ya na akwa kwese ya. Part of our a good live on Facebook na menkenka emfa em always say akwese a good evening. And this will remain in opposition for 100 years. Whether prof or no prof. NDC ya mutu nachi sakap. And anyway, but we say the entire Shama district is lights out since this morning. Please, they should do something about this. We say, Master, the shouting will not make anything. That's why they deceive Ghanaians. They will talk loud, but you will not hear anything. When the talking is down, you hear. Okay, Eric Opare. And so, Eddie, I don't know, say, I don't know, Yentiemu, and the Coco Rinivote, a Casana di Pano Ekan. Casana di Pano Ekan. We say, I'm watching you live, and Samanka say, good evening, Master. I can see you are right. Ghanaians, we talk too much. The politics is too much in our country. By regards to Franca Siribekwe, AK Protosos, whom next member of parliament, and our next president, Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baomi, I can see Amwani, and anyway, buy upon Cheche could be being to me, sorry, made to me and kind of message, you know. When you say, I will see, there are people who vote for Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baomi. There are people who will not vote for him or Tom, but he can't break the 8. Thomas, Doche, so that way, but also comment live on Facebook at Adom 106.3 FM. Yeah, share their comments so imagine I can carry area about Paul. What's your comments, sir? So, Paul, good evening.
Good evening, yeah.
Hey, Boko, yeah.
About the other room, yes, sure.
Me who watch me too, can't watch it.
My best I will know anything.
When I send you, I told you now we have announced okay, Professor Nana Jinopoko Ajman again for 2024 general elections. Where they them MNDC.
Oh, sir, now who?
And yes, I know who no.
There be.
Oh, are they?
Say a different I can't be brave. I don't know, so follow me there. One power. The Macama, and then America. I can't say 2021.
Okay.
And I shall say, 2022 will be a forum being say, Macani Prince. NDC 4% within the election. Poor view of last sentiment. Said if you need to can be uncanny, wanting convince us and to form on reduce Ashanti region votes and MPP for Binyam. And on the paper NDC. Yes, idea. No more do money to say economy and I say idea, and the very on Sassani. And you know, then I make a cast and Nana Jane.
Okay, that's a two already. Opposition now, yeah. And Ashanti person bet me a diffuse MPP vote to Ashanti region. Na NDC any advantage our regions or ta a winning so. And Sandy Pano.
Meet your question.
Sandy Pano and yet Jina no Pukwajiman.
David. Anna, my distance, I won't say Ghana politician. There be I can say Ghana economy in Tuaba. Adia Tuaba pa Ghana ham. Will tribe and now certain city.
Okay.
Economy no. Accra nimne Kumasi no Kurake see na put a Tuaba. And we in Fishimuna Idikan. Banyaka ni no economy no shadan in Nikan tribe. Womb. And do ta kunkran the Asia. Oh, one more share. One time say. Ebia saying young can papa sumesi ba we dey beto amano na in maame asumesi we dey sigo firi yekrum anti wo sta hwe kran so a Ghana ye mu bi appointment na wo covet na wo dey ahwe e ko fu di neti obi at the tribe wa another community na wo tin ekuro no wo mu obi a pese o ye dey o pe bi ko ni fi
Paul sir what can I say dear 2016 Free SHS, I century any war, rural areas Nepal. Yeah, but to be no be I can say free SHS no here and say Jarry. Free SHS no here near Jarry. But tall and comforting. Maybe a kind of message I was selling no, and I am an selling it. Man, dwelling on tribe, religion. Yeah, Ufrimu, Eba the Bajan, so they are two about the amount.
Oh, sir, oh, the massive cost a dank or for the rest again. And into what Ghana, would the NTF class a Maoka? Was saying this idea a voter for I don't know so what you message na.
Yeah.
Okwa Asante region so a on be catch or say MPP there serve Asante for. And they no currency untimi en film if you say we interview nipa 8 or mufra Asante me mo me Asante for. Obetinya if interview nipa 10 obetinya ka eni umotwe there omo ye MPP for. Clear say one to my MPP there ban on to. So beto am NDC party and you catch us at Tofiakwa. The same thing no cover that regional. Ufre ni pattern na we interview one. Ubetinya can say eni motwe there on beto abama NDC. So one to there on to. What you say? Okay, dynamics na. Because any part of me disappointed are you for me commodity papa.
Okay.
It's July no. Ufre me meeting about the cancer we be win. Go so I ho. Intino. What has Mana a core politics now? Ultimately, mean flu. What I share a trend in the northern region. Since about me, I running meeting. 4 years to be a better baby, I know they say MPP for no vote no a cost of Kakra was so it will be a penny dear. It is a whole year calculations. That's one factor for any man and cool. No feels the economy not saying where we need election there. And you're very assessing.
So top one no say Dr. Baumia Buama NPP vote Kosruo Northern Regional. Are we saying say Northern Region for no and recognizing John Dramani Mama as part of their own? And it's not about Baumia making that inroads nana.
A horn dynamics and some corn with those a horn of ties on the Dawson. They were going therefore. Ana unsa ba omi FA man pushing dagumba ne na number for ni mozi for o ma yete ni afo anya wo gonja for ne dagumba for ni we mu shun so ho a no yem pese e beto no for no che ni ohunu no yes o mu nyina nka kasa ba akon embomu sa nti obi an so woni otoko wo ko ba bia obetini aka se NDC for otoko pa o hwe ba bia ya ga won poko no ne adena o share ye nhwehwemu aya e kire ne ma bebre me mpese so me mpese me kom bebre entino so wo here wo calculation so person win election no factor fa anya mani na obedinto akwasi ebe ye nwanwa say MPP party the candidate do ko vote region na wadi ko fibu atin wo fra sentiment no akọ contest ba bi te se ketu ana se bia o ana ba bi na watini enya be 5% ana take ebe mu nwanwa what in your kire na se me yes sure say MPP strategies be akra be recommended
o ka say ode a parliamentary candidate ebe ko into the constituency
entino omo de omo votarians na beye sene beye a ombetimi anya vote go omo to omo kasa omo to omo culture omo ye bibia obetimi a convince ne nkofo edin no so se ba oba Ashanti regional NDC for national candidates and actually leadership of the NDC party living in Ashanti region entino uno ba o me make inroads for northern region baby a wo didi kono wo make inroads for baby a was one so try say we be make inroads no wo dey why start what they want to na ugina our attention. But
the same strategy na Paul omudi enya about 600,000 votes in Ashanti region 2020 elections.
And no na make say Ashanti region no eso in the Ashanti region ye baby a o hwe 2012 na na Akufo-Addo the Ashanti region eastern region
and we here
and no komo di win election 2012 what more we need
and because of the winning region
opinion no that was o hwe mo pa MPP so what you say entino who here who calculations now per se who win election because senior medical can economy no and shut down to abasa Ghana no mo share o tribal wo film any ni obetimi aye ne se ni obetimi amba wanu eni nti wo de omo ye campaign na aye ahwe it is one who is na say bia Ashanti region na wako wa hwemi ikurom kura mi fan say eastern region kokofo du afija say do gabe honoma eye asantefo ne go nti ko fa candidate na wan ko fa asantefo na ko fu bia na ofin say obetimi a convince ya kanfo na ba o party ni mu na wa winia na wa bia wa what in your nature na Enti no saa nneɛma nketenkete no bebree no play key role elections na yɛkɔ biara mu. Apart from President Rawlings, NDC candidate BN1 nationwide got me win 52%. It means Rawlings crown so far than no winning no. Oshe sabra no winning northern region no NDC yes strong. Winning massively. Anya Santa region by 30 something percent. NDC candidate then apart from President Rawlings no winning Ashanti region votes no more. When you votes no more, so won't be winning national election money. And so who is calculation now?
But 2008, 2012, Paul, 2008, 2012, and this year winning Bebre Sawa Ashanti was still winning elections.
And this year and winning Bebre Sawa Ashanti was still winning. Apart from President Rawlings, fine. Why not me across 52%? Because who Ashanti region votes now? And no support to my way then. Even Ashanti region. Professor Mills will say check a percentage of Professor Mills never compare Muhammad.
Okay.
Okay,
so that is
and no crown could see saying you call two abana could pay more time 40,000 difference.
Yeah.
If you want a person of course are stressful a moment in movie. If you are really a strategist or person or party union. And the party is about power. I will pay the baby woman. Into the power in the ocean yama air core for Ninian or Forka. Now, what they are factor into your plans are person will be in election. And you look of an idea, ocean energy performance that will a centrality. Make an own but that's the name.
Okay.
Parliamentary candidates, you know, if pull more votes as a presidential win, and in an idea, no, I campaign my parliamentary candidates, no, Yamahamana. Question was Ibusam. So, more figures, more power, more fun to and you know, well, they know well. Say, no, dear, never can say, and never betting as a son. More my acquaintance July, by July, and all your betting actually say, Yaya, you man, do say, saying this is saying.
But Oka Ashanti region, Oka Ashanti region, and now ye can say, and this one more, obey me, hold the Ashanti region. I gather that. Number of votes now fees or say NDC here and they are winning massively come 2024. One of you saw NDC will bet me a hold the Ashanti region. Now a be a what me a book a credit free MPP for them.
On Ashanti region says any public breeding by honorable support Dino. Latest one clear by Kufibuachi.
And you think say honorable on and you think it's sad names we
what put them as a mammy? Okay. Nabo I support honorable support. Support no K municipal assembly now. KME assembly no boss KME boss. Obey regional minister. Ono kwa na duma pen don san de no central regional san no mo san de ne passion region. Obi en honorable support. Honorable opon fosu. Obi en honorable opon fosu no mo den awabo. A we kida iduma wadie first DC or oboase. On any more copy a friend say Tepa, who free trade them so this year. When name even President Mercer Bueno or Mano, ministry appointment, President Mahama Sumano, local government, a Nobel minister or local government, or no so, a Wadaco, my boy, a Kodubon so. In 2 persons, just as Santa for several Ashanti with your uniform when this won't be near running Ghana.
That be any poverty me running me too. Says yeah, because it's what you just say for a deal of from me in Ashanti region so bet me making inroads.
Akwesi me do maybe me crowd them me specific say or more power far upon for no more habit. And call for deal of form me catch
the former local government minister.
Yeah, former local and then so you know survey. Musa Ghana no yen hwehwemu a ye study tribe bia o promise say me share now ka tribe a wo ma enkomo bi wo kwa me ni woni if you say ya study tribe bia fe ne sabe niema o boss antini dia asantini ni mia obi bi ma I tell you or person support to say ni enu nto omo wo bebi ombu se ni o pa dia abakotoko yen na bro. Who study Asantefua, what the old Sonia Santefua Nantia, what they study 1 year, especially who come to coin, or more ɛsɛn Ghana tribes nyinaa asantefo otu kwan a pɛsɛ ɔkɔfɛ ne nyinaa na busuani ba ɛsɛn other tribes enti no asantefo wɔn bibi wade mu a wɔn make sure sɛ wɔn support wɔn bibi mu a ayɛ nhyɛ dan nyɛ wɔn yi saa enti no yɛayɛ nhwɛmu ehu sɛ ɔfa asanteni a saa votes dodoɔ na wɔn bɛtumi anya campaign message koraa wɔ even Ashanti region ko asɛ wei deɛ mo a mo de hyia ni o je mba no be didi afọ years penedru no so naja kama ono so abeto aso abeto wo mtimu a obe na say o mu die ni na say ofin say o mo so agi atum say MPP no sebe ombosom voter region so nim say NDC no so sebe ombosom ebe ye din be nwanwan say asantefo dodo na abegya wo mo MPP ho wo mo MPP no sebe omu nyina nso nipa firi esoro ho obegya na MPP ho na wagya ni nipa a ofiri soro ho no akoto abama NDC nipa a ono ofiri soro ho ebe he den the same way na say the voter region for nso no ebe nwanwa so nso begya omu nipa a ofiri soro ho ye NDC no makoto abama MPP nipa because saa two tribes no any omu politics e wo Ghana no nim pese me kan say bebre wa mu ni eko nti no ayet say otie fifi kwete say ayet say it's Ashanti versus Evers.
Okay.
Into sa trend no ho aye didiko. Now share recent comments and so na social media na even Asante form pen for the so can say NDC in pass and for some no ade na. Mo amu nyina mo tietie. Into ne was so prove one wrong. Say NDC for can say
by only selecting a running mate from Ashanti region. At the Bema what prove Ashanti strong say NDC e Ashanti asemwana.
Say no be na me can say mo NDC for can say ba wo mi abebregu na nya de MPP for e betim de na ba no e wo prove one wrong e no betim akogina platform bi so aka say MPP ye akan for nko party ba NDC for no any MPP for no bebre no mo ka say mo NDC for so passant for asem they can so say it and go for be di because they say runtin kogina ba bi an ka say MPP akan for party ma obi an di obesro.
Okay.
So no get no President Mahama kan fifi kwete kan I think I see it that you can make sure there, but any time you with him, so much a war. And then when you beat me, I could say MPP service account for party. But NDC for no, the owners or more can do one so can MPP for Neka would be kicked out better than Waka. Matua Catachiano, in Comoy Cost Washington, say NDC for MP. Omoka Krom refer to President Mahama, say Mahama Bekan say. Obey good kwa ma Asante mema omo to abama na just one Asante for.
Okay.
Inti no na just any akon conference and you be there no manya ko prepare campaign no ma to abama.
But Paul. Ya me shiro nyure so aka me din komo. Paul what na to say no twen ko makwa ma so na me Deputy General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress. Mustafa Bandi enso entry enkomo General Boko de.
Yo so me.
Me tun kana che.
Oh, na online I very far.
I thought to make a year.
I take a crack.
Patch of me and yes, Alpha General Metro Line is to be one now. M1 Tim and Kaye, better try now. Ya Fred Ora Mustafa Bandi, Ewa Maso, Deputy General Secretary, the Ma NDC, Amonyo Kodum. And then Eddie, well, call your Lumba, me patch of being to message me to me and can I call you fetch me? Sometimes Yenti, yes, Semna, ya day. But okay, we'll say NDC are jokers because they don't have any good thing to offer Ghanaians. Okay, I'm going to ABM. Hello, General, good evening. Okay, on my message try now. To me, I don't know, Akasa. Where's message also at the Abba any mention? Hey, okay. NPP government thinks we, the people of Ghana, will still vote for them come December 7. The populace will make sure they break the 8 in opposition. Solo Wheezy and anyway, buy. We are not going to vote for Vice President Tom Akwesinsia. Get it straight. We are going to vote based on policies, and 24-hour economy is a game changer. That it take it or leave it. NDC is coming, and nothing, I repeat, nothing can save NPP. Escape report, we're free. Escape report, broker. Anyway, General, good evening once again.
Good evening, Emilia.
I feel about what to make a year.
But I'm a tongue, Papa.
Commentaries around Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman enya bambuo evama NDC still. Mujina manasu wa mami ho.
Commentaries ben no.
The commentaries about for fees say maame no enya cut for the job. Come 2024 hwe ni odi year in 2020 na for say there be na can self fata say man penida that John Dramani mama ne NDC. Ebe sabo the DBM as a running mate.
Yeah. Yo, me da se me chewa tiefo nyina.
Tiefo joso.
Yeah. Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman. Any other critical and important individuals are na woman nyina person womudi running mate. Scientific evidence. It's majority of Ghanaians voters are willing to have a woman as a running mate. Number one. Number two, in terms of empirical political circumstances that we have, there is no government you rate the performance of government by an individual. So person hwe se aban be ye ananse aban aye ye a yemfa obakofo so mpan hwe ye the team, the quality of the team any different. Example upese share assessment of President Mills regime, President Mahama regime, President Akufo-Addo regime, you wouldn't look at one single issue. And for example, President Akufo-Addo Bahe, one of their slogans are, we have the men. We have the men. Ubekaya, President Akufo-Addo being the minister, the bodia. Now you do profile at their trouble. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say the president was confident that one year president on a pump for now who you up no. One of the one I'm not drive the vision to make the nation well. And nothing I was say he had the men. MPP for ba. One more de ba umia de ba adwam beka say. Papa yi womo de obi beka womo team no ho. Na ono na be head of economic management. Urban so no o man nsapan or the PhD and a day nam. PhD in economics and a day nam. Or Sansu Kuranimdia Bank of Ghana and our Odeba. And it's a Ghana for toa. Ya how you know as you betra. Sena ko a key soap and ya dia to Adakamua. Ya dia ko se rakoton phone. And the MPP for Crown are running away from that mantra. Say Dr. Baumia was a whiskey. Almost as he can say. Economic management team, no, he was a member, and I say he's not the president, and I say the Emperor Kwedumo president.
But so, Mustafa, aside all these odds, aside all these odds, yeah, okay, what's my bad doctor? Yeah, okay.
And Professor Jenana Opoku Ajiman, so Shama Mino Nebra Wabo Elokumuha. The pedigree or the namua. Sabu, or your teacher name, a lecturer, a fancy professor. Mammy, Usha, Nanamu, to our two we are say our your bad time. Naminia, if ye share, and your bad time for no more. If ye a come dear, oh, mamma, and no Timiko Pedri and Ebama Woody. Oyoba and even Empire Bomu Crines, no. Say, Cromia Dana, Mammy for Bomb Pie and Yanko Tie, one so fresh. should read the Bible, you see several antecedents there. Said yeah, a ma woman would say woman suffer nyamia nyamiju womuso. At the time Ghana for esu se ahotre ediye nyinano ne peobia so bedi animu kan ya nyankopon betie no. Onipa no so say obatan obatan na hwe wo biba ema ne yeye. Me amene ka say me wo me very tender age me tra obi wona me di nyiye obi ma me na nye me ma me soro ye sa ma me no ene ye de ni bedi reanimate ma me no nye obi a oba tra han sa odi nimdie na eba so wo hwa economy na one of the critical areas are etosin education. On a professor of education and this will be a academic pedigree betini ye duma dia Dr. Mahmoud Baumia the economist eba no also the professorship eba. So what is the argument? Number 3, so what will be a okan no kra ewo nimdie ewa no kra ka ho a eye maame no at least ye de ne to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia so a obi anim say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ye otrofo ankasa eye maamofo because anokra nso no Vice President
Mustafa David Jabate. I want to believe say oye mambofo no maybe won sheda entiasie papa etire bia so ka say oye mambofo and yet too deep a word to be used on a vice president.
Now will be a okay, well, me, I don't disrespect people.
Okay.
What you want to know?
Yeah.
You better come and come on in the other twasso.
Medasi.
Because baby, I some the be a pejadiaba.
Sure.
Now, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Penoye vice president in the history of our country. Say, okay, some show, I just okoye research and so now we're going to cry womb. Once I'm drop, interviews there. Vice President will see Kurumuha. Do they trust him? Do they trust his word? Because everybody know that he is economical with the truth. Look, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is a very nice gentleman. He knows I love him. Unfortunately, he has allowed President Akufo-Addo and his cabal to use him for the wrong reasons to hurt this country and to hurt his own credibility. President Akufo-Addo have used Dr. Mahmoud Baumia for the very wrong reasons that hurt his own credibility and his integrity. That is a fact. And they continue to use him. Any individual who does not have the character of independence is a walking trouble. So today, Vice President Anuetia, you are very careful because it's likely that someone and I can cite an example. Vice President Tibibe on camera estimika se Messi Dam, Okoja Dam Sinibidi. Sir, Messi hospitals, actually government Bia Okrumuha, he was saying it on a point of fact.
Are you now matching Professor Nana Jeropo Kwajima to a presidential candidate of the MPP?
Also, opinion. So this, I want to tell you, sir, the opinions are from the MPP.
Okay.
It is only MPP people who think like this. 24-hour economy. MPP for pen a woman just because they have refused to understand what it means. Ordinary Ghanaians are understanding it. So nobody is complaining about Professor Jenana Opoku Ajima. MPP 4. And I should say, let us say that it won't wash because we are having a chronic liar as compared to a woman of integrity. May say the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana is economical with truth. He has been caught several times lying on the public record.
2020, Diana Professor Nana Jeropo Kwajima and the car NDC went to man ya kono se umesa fane being for 2024.
from 20 a year, you didn't hear running mate. MPP for Antimi and Carboni Bia Etuma Menso. Young Pan is a one yafi, Udia one yafi, happiness.
Okay.
But at least one tantro. At least Okano Kre. At least or your bad time Wabobra. At least Yenims are 1 year she crown on your trophy. And Sir Professor Jenana Opokwa Jimai said Ghana Fontanasia, Wombetinia Transia train up him a brow or beba, Baomiakasa, Ubian Timintanase. Which one will you choose? And Professor Jenana Opoku Ajimai. Or your bad time, Onim Abra a comedy abofra. Enim Abra a sessa or pet a diademani panamanidi. And it is very evident and clear that we are exposed to unnecessary hardship. Everybody is under hardship. We are in perennial times, very difficult times. 1970s and 1960s. That is what the pair of President Akufo-Addo and President Bawumia's candidature brought to the people of Ghana. But I know, sir, in 2016, the 2020. Usha, the number of seats Lusu from 2016 to 2020, it was so huge. But 2020, we have closed the gap. We even beat them by 7. They used the police and used some hooligans and political elements within the military to overturn those things with a compromised judiciary. That is what they did. Well, we know on the record that they have stolen the people's verdict. We know that. Now, Sawusha and Mahadudua, the number of votes are in free southern regions because Professor Jane represents the southern card. Because NDC we do northern, southern, or southern north card. President John Dramani Mahama represents the northern card. Professor Jenana Opokwa Jimai represent the southern card. Even Ashanti region, the vote that we got in 2020 from Ashanti region, it has appreciated. We've never had that kind of vote from Ashanti region alone.
Mustafa, so share a bit to say the former president John Dramani Mahama. Politically, he has a history in the region from the north. Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajima, what is her political history in the central region?
She is not a politician from the word go. So we must know that she is not a grassroots politician. Bawumia was taken from Bank of Ghana. Was he a politician?
Bawumia had a political history from the north.
What political history? His father was a politician. He was not a politician.
No, but his father was a root.
Meaning, how can we be talking? President Akufo-Addo's father was a president, failed Ghanaian. He has come to be a president. He has worsened the situation. We can't continue to bring this story.
Mustafa,
let's measure everyone in accordance with their strength.
Yes,
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, as an individual, we know him.
Okay.
He is a brilliant young man, a scholar. He was with Bank of Ghana.
Okay, but Mustafa said more politician say a godfather. President
Akufo-Addo godfather tell me President Akufo-Addo's godfather.
Basically,
if you tell me today, I will go to the person's house and tell the person he's a bad human being.
Okay. It is for example, now the down go for papa, it's me rise here, Ghana man semu. That's the ba you certainly expect say the baby to pick some traits.
Oh papa, abedi president, wamamunie. Amamu body way. Granted say we MPP ni. Are you proud of the product of President Akufo-Addo's governance? Are you proud? Granted that Anajuwe MPP from Kwan or Mutimi, are they proud of President Akufo-Addo's 7 years in government? Then I don't want to be a president for my children to be president.
Okay.
If President Akufo-Addo's track record, any addition is there, you must have a history of your parents being a president. They didn't about the president. That is how you can perform. Then I don't want to be a president. Okay. But I'm saying that Professor Jane came from the classroom. She was the VC 2 times for the University of Cape Coast. She managed human beings, people. He understands people's problems.
So from the
IEA. Not auto presidential candidates. If you don't have credibility, you won't be the one interview or the one moderating debate for presidential candidate. President Akufo-Addo was on that platform. President Mahama was on that platform. Both of these people have become presidents.
Okay,
so she has the experience.
Okay,
the expertise,
Mustafa,
the pedigree.
Yeah. Eti back to the now wodi kai ekan o si part no research Adom suko ehun say Ghana for epe se oba ebeye vice president. Was it just oba and I say omo mention say omo pe Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman?
And not just oba, a woman with substance. Okay. And the woman is a man working. She represents families. She represents generations. She represents the poor. She represents the broken. And Kofu and Anado are subject to woman to hardship. She represents those people. Every single individual that Nanado have subjected to inhumane treatment, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman represents those people with her impeccable, uncontestable credentials of integrity and credibility. MPP does not have any candidate in their party today, as far as Nanado's kitchen cabinet is concerned, who has credibility to compare herself to Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman. In fact, vice presidential race. We are waiting to see if MPP will come clean with the selection of their running mate. And so let them continue to plant evil. But Ghanaians are looking for somebody to come and save them. Not propagandists, liars, dishonest people, and nation reggers. That is what the candidate of Dr. Bawumia and Akufo-Addo represent.
Okay. Mustafa Bandi, a Deputy General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, I'm going to say, Adom Befi, or a Deputy Communication Director, Edema, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team. Over your module.
Mejoso.
Boko, dear.
Edena Boko. Namia Bombe Hubana me beda. No afrema tumuna de niema branchi no kikeni je kikeni Edena Boko.
We Mustafa Bandi, a Deputy General Secretary of the largest opposition party in Ghana.
It's not about the title. It's about the substance. Asema wokano emuaba. Nani awu ya nwa General Secretary no mukura no si say na we need. Eno de mo pani fanto nche. Nti asema wo anka say wo journalist ntineja. Wo de wanya botre wutie no. Nanso pa wo di gunsani ani a ono anka sampo no. Sabi. Se ne yire ne ma ebibu a on be win in fact ankwakram. Mami nchiati for na fi bu so asem.
Ya Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman and more the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team here pamona say I want to ba e momu.
Good afternoon. And you may maminchia a tifo. Na yense nyame asumdwe nso mfa ma oman ni nyina yenye famu de. Emfa mpa bonta o mampani Akufo-Addo ni nyuma pa wo ye. Oni Yoruba Bawumia na afi minia John Kuman so member busiafo nyina yakọ titiro ne yire ni papa ne maame ene yenum nyina ade na ya nanso owu kurade ankwanti yi onyame mfa ni sie yi.
Okay,
minia asema obusae no simple obofo ne de nam huja so na Jane Opoku-Agyeman oya me maame prekope ena NDC fo akoyi no eni ntino mokoyi no mo beton no eni nti se Mustafa ogidie pa o maami mu a ensamba bi oni nam ni ade no menyi ni enti anya me nwanwa kura se NDC fo no ankasa press conference be se nan ya omo aye dudu no ase ba me no omo mpe no enya MPP fo de ye yo Mustafa Deputy General Secretary when him said in Crawford no aye press conferences upon press conferences say
Crawford by
o say
Crawford by
NDC for no
NDC for
Wiki wante if last week wante NDC for yes Wama ye press conference do no a.
Sir, Professor Nana Hello. Yeah.
Openka.
Metoka pa, yeah.
Then so no de sabi. Enka kiti obi oso ade efo amintobi. Omo na enyi omo asem. Se maame no omo mpe no de a na mo de dia e de kemfe ye ho. Na sem a me sesi so bi oni se obuta ni se maame na ye yi no. Na ho sinsanso ni sei. Afa de koduru ba bie no. Wafa obi oye running mate. E de abeto flag bearer. E na baomia, e na maame no, e na honesty. In fact, em say ni nim die wo kasem no. Eni ho because wakama Ghana for who says mama ni credibility to offer so ma me na beto to baomia. Because cancer wa great thing. Se mama sem na wo kan idea na de baomia ba. So de me mami e ba na cancer running me to na ba. Then all of a sudden baomia na mama na wo keka meaning say what dia to say mama ni credibility. Na ye no kran so na ba ye no so pa minia. Odi ya no so eto nke biwa. Hello.
Ya bitio.
Na Kufuado. Say NDC fo no. Wo mu ye nkofo a wo mu nim bagam kasa. Ani da fom a. Wo da attack Kufuado a. Ni time aso wo kọ. Ani ti Mustafa no beto wo na ni papa be di president. Na Kufuado papa be di president no. Wa ma kro no da wo. No ye Presbyterian kese. What the Lucredius Somaino. He was a respected and honest president. Do mama papa, then and Kruma, no. Okoya or the saying a generator. Everybody knows that. Asam the show you know Koya name Chimpra. A young one Kasa, a young FM, former Mr. Mekai. The book the 4th John. Don't tell the 4th John book why? The 4th John. Oh, no, what joy FM you were free.
Manasiada.
Manasi the book
what say?
What say? I get them clear. Ye your mama papa free ho. Oko we generator yam family family nyina no. What the call balling kwa.
Manasi asem na wo de yasem kese say.
What you saying?
Manasi asem na ojina so dey say.
I don't even Manasi. As a source, but Chenye. Me say Akufa the papa mokro no.
Okay.
Your mama papa could be a generator.
One say.
Me say what kind of 4th John na ewom.
The 4th John is authoritative book na.
Asem na me say bia na yewde. E ba sa no, ba omia papa suban yenti no. Ono ne yɛde regional minister. The facts are there. The tosu mienu ɛyɛ dan na rolling time. Your mama papa ejan kotra osiki asylum. Samra no yellow man time. One man will quit up a mu kwa jisi kabechedi. Rollins bad you are open a kun ujanu kwa cheo. And in say Mustafa nima dia onya butre. Me penasem.
Now Rollins pe mahama papa kuno.
Me say one will quit up a queen. One more kwa Bosia and the Liman's time. Bechedi to Rollins back.
This aish. Mufanche. Mana theater. Mana theater. A theater. Yes. I'm free. But tell him, Patch, what make I say? It's a numeracy, Andrew say, no, clubby and nana, say, boys, na, Edinam. Clubby and nana, say, boys, na, it's will be a Edinam, sir. To Mr. Numre, so I'm crossing the young Rufia trans baby crabby. Jenny actually best about community, ne bon san waka quada. A bois and my system, no, 80 million a clubby, crepes and refreshing. Perfect for sharing with chalice and pairing with your favorite meals. Beer, dear, and noir, and a club. Drink responsibly. Not for sale to persons under 18 years. Not recommended for pregnant women. Yeah, I'll come baby.
That's me, right?
80 me bo, Mamentiasi. For now, Professor Nana Jenopoko Ajman, ya pauni, and more NPP am yoku.
Mimia, dear fire mobile. Yang a fire mobile. And Yemen no more, de echo a year election we know. Near Dicano a yame, the battle is the lot.
I know that's which name.
Ejasu uyi nyame furu ade de beko ye. The battle is the Lord's. Onyame a odi yanim di baaye no. Sa nyame no ne ye hye Ghana fobo no. Ye ni ho hwamo, ye nipa eje bibia ne awie pa ye de ba ye dodo no a. Ghana fo anso da ye da se ye di drones be fa wiem. Ghana fo anso da ye da se enna school fees amanfo man community konkra be se 2 million wo mu benya bi. Ghana fo anso da ye da aside na president Kufuor Roma eye declaration eye national identification NDC for tram one nipa 900,000 pe and 17.5 million ke hon faswa e de bebo man mu e boama security enhance e boama interest rate so kwa be from because we work here and then we accurate information about the person we start be from e boama security so kwa no enhanced Ghana for answer that say metimi dem ni adum nkania yadum the saying me light asa eno answer me app no me boso Ghana for answer that say and Ghana yen so no sabie so ye be ye drones ama enkofo fabricate America ababa edin asua ani ntakufo adwani abro you may like him or you may hate him and ye mo kan ye one district one factory Mustafa Tiwonum eye commander ho na me maami free the mensa wo free eye sugar factory keke mo antimi anye ye buy 106 e confidie ka ho Ghana for behwe
ya na say commander mobile muntimi nye commander dia wo ke say mo so mobile muntimi nye
me ni anya botre okutre kwa wi me say sampo ni e ka no a okutre kwa wi me ko ma yi hu kwakire no
da bi we
eye nkroma factory na PNDC ya wu NDC ne begu no Intimu ba ye na musimu ko ya nke no kra nke ma onyi musai yes ya ye ko ba ye se mo antimi anye ya ye 106 sika mo ko gidi ye no ya ba ni ade nsa kotum na nke ho akokire ye
eti ai na musumu ba mo ntimi nye ye
na me ka che se ehun nsam ye ntansa omo ko gi sika be tedi ti se de omo gi ayi ensi yo be tedi ye no ye bia de dem
evidence bia se ndc for ko gi comment na usika be tedi ye uni evidence
what's the evidence?
Who need evidence?
Namia and young one say, me see to tell me Yaman Yasemo Mary. What is NDC ni? And now what is so big Marco to that?
A beer and no
Master make a beer, me to me Tracy, me to so. Neba, Nabutre, and Ninti Akufadwa Nia bro. A Quanya would draw Mampani ye. And no one can do one dance say. And next first stadium, I would draw Butema day any or the state illegal day, Yanu died to her. Shekofo dia yesie eno dan tanya astrate from 156
okay
as compared to amu dia 3 ye wa message ye to so miensa ye papa ye bawumia ye ndisi foni nsa so bawumia is a superior candidate ye di kan pa no we ye vision leader we ye competent decolonization man ehun faso no eno na abu omu a eye 24-hour economy no decolonization no
me na say
nyabotra me show sitima o ma Mustafa to tugui etiake for pasempati manisima israwu ni adaje anya baye
anyway
me odi ya no to ntanya ba wo me suban ye ba wo me obi abebo didi so onye kromfo yewura mama eye den na me scouting committee abu amu committee se wi hwenu mu
ba so o man ka se wa wi bibi
en konfo tu kwa e beka mimi asabie son tumago ufrantumago fitie ufrantumago a ye hwirinti agya enti de andi ti fire emergency on be se ba omia no minia ya de anyi mpo de be se wo mo dagatam ye be boa wo madam untimi fa mama ntutu ba omia de be taa ni se mama wanyini che ba omia na banim de e ba ho brase e ba nyansa ba omia so finally ba omia o ye loyal subordinate obedi akufu adu achi no wantuta ne na se e na mama mfa anya mes e ben wan san vanya kwasia misa Any pano, any Becca wants them. More community in Yasep. Near Cofonia, Eastern region, Sante can say. Namusi MPP for ye, you neither. Ya using the year into for sample for any zebra, and dear no my moto or muskine. As Antifonso Busasa, Quabrado for what I say, on your wada, could dear no my. It is more Koima Kuku Suma. And no Giana, any 10 year, Mustafa, or dear Temi. Into what penny or Busiani,
but I see Adom Befi, a deputy communication director, the Mother Baumia campaign team. And I'm to say, I don't know, actually, nkɔmmɔ no mpakyɛ bra sɛ so a wonya adagye na wotie show yi wobɛtumi afrɛ no nso akyerɛ w'adwen yɛfrɛ no burning issues burning issues program no ɛno no burning issues eti issues no bɛbɛne now so watumi akyerɛ w'adwen 0302 216 561 0302 216 561 and 0302 216 562 0302 216 562 mo apacho mo share Facebook article mo fan chenye bo apayo why mo fan che pa mo fan che say akwa ne sa mo share live on Facebook ya ate ekono mo fa enche. Hello, good evening
akosinsia.
Hey, Alaji Gado
na on pom ti sen
mo kwa na so e metu ga che
say wo hwami wo bo agima Nyankopon so bebe
na se Alaji yanko
we kire say we Ghana ni ma pa yie Nyankopon sira wo bebe what
na se
yo mamintia His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na mintia ni bra penyini Ben Abdallah Banda ene Dr. Mustafa Abdulhamid babi omo bia nyimre mi ti omo me boss wa be kasawi alo aduma ku be fi Nyankopon sira no bebre wa wo se NDC fo mesi akosinsia o mu ni fi yema Ghana fo bio mesi de ombe ya no ombe ye enti Ghana fo mayen ya mistake said they no omu so Bawumia omu da sorry a omu Bawumia NDC ni ko da Bawumia o sorry o nyani won mpaso a Bawumia o so ni panu azena wo bo ni di premier Samuel Sasa abrantia dia obebua ama Ghana tumpo no monhu ana and the best million Ghana for adu honu mo ayentu abanu boom ma Bawumia na on tina stia zona yem tu ye na Ghana fa ne tuma pafra akosi je oni nyame agima
ya me ka so. Hello, good evening. Fache. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, mini adise.
Bokora patrodi so free.
Ye frame Dr. Newman free tema come to 2.
Dr. Etio.
Me da se entia Dennis Afu se Fabuache and Abuache tema West. And I feel so Honorable Matthew answer tema East. And I feel tema Central Ethiopia biara na ante Joanna Francis Ada 23. Mina be mani bi. And this is for some account they be me come so omuni message bia ti omo ba attacking Bawumia na nko force me yi ano eno ano na je say omo distract Ghana for ne ye NPP atita for no eso nya adwuma because wo so nya adwuma pa wo ba ka wadwuma wo ye no fatoto ho ne eso ya fa je toto ho ne ye hwe Ghana for de wo beto obama no o former president mama ba ye de no waka se wa ye omo twa hu book ya ye bibia wie ma o de ko book mu o ko tema hasi a no mo se wa o be ko mo se o e ko afrawo okwafa wo so ewo uniba ewo okori ba mo se wa atro ne adada no so no ka tell say short memory no e be chance say this time around e Ghana for a short memory it is not that kwa di Fred Kishiba so bianco school bi na se so who left over the right abobi ba be cast match wa so who no can say no kwa na no play the papa say who na also pay up the way e go fe ku go kete eni go kete eni na be boy na
hello
good evening akwa hu nyame na afi
medase. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Open the patrol in South Africa.
John here, me free Laura Apawes.
John Yetio.
Sir, Minia, Muslim Trofo no amuwo afia hono yesremu pi. Eto de bia na mo nyabotre kakra maye.
Okay.
If you say yeah ye was hanum northern sector hanum. Adia President Muhammad ye I say ye real fida. Asema ono mu ya admaku be fi e kanu. Constitution for book Manasa Azul page 317.
But Mahama
book, my first school guitar, page 18. Onankasa the year no Winya John Bisaya who said Mahama G the whole northern sector being a say obey Guinea Fowls project. And I want Mahama is the most richest person, the 4th billionaire in
the 4th billionaire in Ghana. Hello?
Hello?
Open the patrol in South Africa.
No, Midiano, teacher, no. If I see Blackwa, Breman,
teacher Patricio.
Masman say, look at me, politicians, no, Omo Kasa, Ghana and Kasano, yana kasa no ama ni die emre mu kakra
okay
oh omo kasa no omo kasa etia president and as a vice president no papa no na de enye fe oh obi a watumi atete ne ba mana be vice president and as a president no na wo akola ketwa so utumi kasa na wo kasa tia sa nkrofo no ina ewo dibia kakra wo benya ewo politics mu a no kwasem ni eya na enye fe
okay
de hono eya na mama kasa no ni die abamu kakra
bate
afei ni ameka ni ze sa na jen opoku ajiman omo nkai se sa mamia na okachira se o ma dija fo chok enne ma wo china no
me pacho da bi nyono a
na
atiatum hello good evening
ani
boko na so pe no free
ya don no ye me din jo me ka za vita ma committee 5
jo bachetio
so so teni do via more presenters and more present the political show I ask politicians some of this is almost canceling here office and some moi the best way is obey in benefit so and yes sir what friend ni panintino oba no we jam no akan okay some politicians can now politicians no aya ni sunsun epi omu omu kasa I say we are seeing ho and I say be omu bi so oju owu kra ho share 3 days you for this ni politicians man you ewu na say no once more ho drop bring your DMPP chini party chi share e kwa afa so wo ni wo chi fensen some we di chiri nti politicians a omu kasa omu nto mu ase na tumi bi wo wi ase a esen sa tumi na omo preni sika kaka ni pa benye gu botum tino o kapeni asem kura enye wi bon mo presenters mu kan wo hwe menu a o kasa zia o ko ya o chance ko yi ubi sa o say the battle is a lot intini the battle is a lot say a lot abentina gay we ko ya pass gay we president in Kenya o so o no bi di akoko dance wa sign inti gay no ni lord no mo kan na lord wu bi say lord na yin na yesum na Pentecost nyame na yin na yesum no bia ono so ge so intino enu na so mo hwe no mo sign
ba sa onya bro say minyini say president so aka so ge so ana
na so nka so ya pass mra na ara den temra mo sign
say ye ka say emra mampani nyabte mampani si one emra na medinensa na etosumi so anya ne tie so obi so e de court ana ye nyina ye ntwen se be kwa kama mpani nsa ne ahwe so besan na so wonsan
eja ba to uti mi
me pa try
ye me ka to ne se emra bi se sabi wow
oh fache hello good evening
fine
obane pa chodi ni se na free
eja ni woni mi ka se from Bangoberia
eja pa chetio
yo mo ajuma na nimri
merase
ya dibanza le shaka de me chia Robert Lamti oh Madina Kwati Sochi ono be jako yana maye ye fe no kumkom na me chia elect incoming information minister Fatimatu Abubakar ana sion a Japan jumla yo fe no boy juma pa na NDC boya no bi so mu mama mu bua ma NDC se chese MPD fu obu mu ni ye nto mu be jino ma bobu ama yi ade so nya fe na mo ba o yini mu dada mo be ye bia troka amfa ye di wu nye hu me de bia me ka me si se ne yini ko no kwa na be rani mate ya ye mfa hu ya ka se ye ma ne ma no ba ne ye ma ne ma wo di ase ase de be mo ma former president ma de en ge ma ba mu ya nto aso no ba de no be 4 years wa kan krofa 4 years pa to be pa na former president ma ba be ye no ma we am ye ho ato ye e be chiechi o ma ya ye kama be ji o ma ya ye ni ye ho ato ye mo ye mistake ni am fa ma we nkonko chen di di ponza ene nki ye wu
okay
wo di ase enti mo mi fa ba o mi anko ni nto aso ni enko ye ni
bye bye hello good evening
hello good evening
but
that is more pom to say
boko na so free
your friend is Talanka shim Africa price
me pa chiti
anyway no we say am pa de ma o say na ko Kennedy honorable eduma pa obo awon impesa so abato no mbeka no asa ade abenya hwenenta na ma say na mpa so de ama na ata na honorable Abubakar Sadiq Boniface na patachi me de kakra meka e de akere Ghana fo se atoto na bro ye kwa akoto aba yen na yan hwehwe leader obe primpuntu obe ma youth na nya nyumaye se dollar rate etimi kosoro ama gadi eye basa ama nkofo mo kra niama esu ama gadi so esu a yan hwe se ye benya free port se Togo atinya ye ama Togo sika no atinya altumpon ama Togo sika ni benyam eme yetimi ko fa niama yes ye aye free port ni do o my Ghana and on a movement of change honorable Chifala Nkwajo Chamatin o si o ba no abebie bie numa aba bebie port ama free port ama jebie ene adeton akoso intimate the youth ni say mama yes school amunya adwumanya no papa we numa pa training industry former training minister ni numa pantino abrofo hihye o ka o my Ghana mu obeda o mamuna no a obehihye papa na Ghana fa ni